Hey everybody, welcome back to Orwell. So we've got some new things to read in the bookmarks section. And we're looking for this guy's students now. He's recruited a couple of students, I believe. Does it say how many? I don't even know if it says it in here. Yeah, recruited 2 students for thought. Okay. So we could look through the attendee list, the courses. Let's start with home. We've read through this, I believe. The bomb assault on Stellan. We know which courses he teaches. The media ethics. Notable alumni. The legacy of a university is carried on by its most remarkable alumni. Orlando Bufford, a Stellan alumnus of the biotechnology course, is the founder and CEO of one of the highest grossing online grocery trading companies, Mcato. Catherine Delacroix, we know this name. Yeah, right, okay. Ever since her early study years as a student of criminal law, Catherine Delacroix has been a member of the party. In 2009, when the party had been elected as government, Delacroix was named head of the newly created Ministry of Security. Joseph Langley, okay, so the attorney went here as well. Joseph Langley opened his own law office in the city of Bon Ton some years after his graduation in Stellan. His law office is probably best known for having defended construction entrepreneur Elwood Hendricks in what gained public attention as the Lion's Share scandal. Joanna McElroy, having studied medical technology at Stellan, Joanna McElroy now is the host of the eponymous daily TV show 4 at McElroy's, in which she covers psychological family issues. So there's a couple people that we recognize. I don't know if that's a big deal. It's a pretty prestigious university, obviously. So anybody that's in like, you know, like a, I don't know what you call these, specific type of profession, would probably have gone here. So, okay. That's the alum. Goldfells we've read. Notable alumni we've gone through. ISUCAL. Welcome to the Internal Stellan University Class Attendee System. Pick a class by completing the 3-step wizard below. Okay, so he left his job in, what was it? Was it July or August of 2016? Right here. Left Stellan University in fall 2016. So if we wanted to try and be as relevant as possible, maybe check summer semester. Welcome to the Internal Stellan University Class Attendee List System. Pick a class by completing the 3-step wizard. Please select a department. He was in media. And now we need to select a class. Let's go to Goldfells here. Okay. Showing 27 attendees of class number 58332 during summer semester. Troy L.E., Tom Andrews, Lamont Becker, Timothy Cannon, Gene Carr, Brian Cook, I'm not recognizing any of these, Sandra Costa, Monty Dyer, Brandon Ford, Daryl David Frank, Willie Hampton, Stella Hayes, Dorothy Hill, Stacy Sybil Hinkle, Eugene Holbrook, Juliet Carrington. Now this is a name that we know. If we go to Cassandra's timeline, I believe, she's been talking to her. Am I wrong? Yeah, Juliet Carrington, red hair. Yes, Juliet Harrington. Okay. So, attendees list. We'll go back through here. So we're on the right track. Okay, so that was one of his students. We have a related document. We've seen this name before, haven't we? Yes, we have. Right, she was a friend of Miss Watergate, and it also appears that she was a student of Abraham Goldfells. I think that's enough to warrant a report. Give me a few minutes. All right, we have authorization to investigate Miss Carrington. Just that easy, hey, Symes? Okay, so now she becomes a person of interest that we can start linking things to. Stacy Leslie, Scott McLeod, Clara McConnell, Andrea Newton, Harrison O'Donnell. Was he the one? Oh, now we have Juliet's timeline too. Was he the one that did the invite? 1,000 cams on the plaza, cams for safety, one big lie. Yep, right here. Join our little activist group. Absolutely. Okay. Let's go back into the attendee list. Just like to be sure that I know exactly who everybody is before we start uploading all this data. And he was a guest, so not a registered student? A guest at target person's lectures. Oh, maybe, like maybe he was there speaking. Okay, so we've got some documents on him. Yes, we've seen that name connected to Miss Watergate. I'll report this right away. We've been authorized to consider Harrison O'Donnell a target person. Now there's some more work for you. Congrats. Harrison and Juliet. Those must be Abraham Goldfell students within thought. Well done. Alright, so no other notable names here. However, I am curious to check out maybe earlier semesters just to see what's going on. Okay, nothing really jumps out here. No specific names. Let's check the summer semester. I just want to see if anything goes back really far. No Goldfells here, so he wasn't here yet. But I mean, we could go through and see like all of these names if we wanted, but I think we found what we're looking for instead of just randomly looking through needles in a haystack kind of thing. And then he was gone by winter, so. Okay, now let's start filling out some information here. Let's look into Juliet Carrington. Let's check her timeline. So we have a photo now. Okay, this is actually, that was really helpful what we just did there. So we were on Abraham, and we could see that this stuff is still highlighted. It's just that we can't upload it to the wrong profile. So one of my worries before was that if we didn't have the right profile selected, I was thinking maybe it wouldn't tell us the data chunks that we can use, but that is in fact not the case, so that's awesome. So here's her new portrait. She's a PR assistant at Rosen Tech. We've got her birthday, her place of residence, we've got everything. She lives in Farview. She's into guitar, singing, books, and board games. You're not listing any public activism. It's strange. Like Stellan University, the Targets, the band that Cassandra likes as well, the public library, and Cafe Chestnut. Ha! You actually can dance, and I got proof now. You still in bed? Is that really me? I gotta be careful around you, apparently. Great photo, though. Who took it? Nice try, Jules. A magician never reveals her secrets. Anyways, thanks for a great time, Cassie. I must admit it felt kind of good to get out for once. Not that I plan on doing that again anytime soon. And then some other guy. What? Every time I ask you to go out, you're so goddamn busy and you fall for freaking muffins? If I ever had known that before. Sorry, Adam, maybe you need to spy on me some more. I wonder if this is any relevance where it's like, who took the photo? And she's like, a magician never reveals her tricks. So they're obviously with... Oh, maybe not. It could have just been like, hey, will you take our picture because we're both hammered? But it could also be the professor, could be Harrison, could be the attorney, could be anybody. I'm bored to death tonight and definitely need someone to come along. Here, Julesy, I got something for you. Oh, okay. And this was the next day after she convinced her with cupcakes. That's what that comment was about. Oh no, my one weakness exposed for everyone to see. Okay, tell me, what must I do to get one of those? I'm prepared for the worst. You just gotta go out with me and explore Bonton's famous nightlife, will you? Blinks big eyes. You got a message, Cassie. I need this recipe for my mom. Yuck. You know I'm not so keen on going out late night. Plus, I don't dance. Ever. Care to spare me, please? Dislikes going out. But it's okay, I fully understand you. I think I'll then spend the evening in bed, watch movies, and eat a hell of a lot of muffins out of frustration. Alright, you win. I'll be there in half an hour. That torture and cruelty by my friend. Now, where is Amnesty International when you actually need them? Okay, so we can say that they're friends. Obviously, they're hanging out. Torture, is that correct? What? Symes, it's not so literal. The only underlines her assessment as potentially dangerous from yesterday. No, Symes! Symes, no. He's too... Symes is very literal. I gotta be really careful with that, I guess. You know I'm not so keen on going out late night. She doesn't dance ever unless she's hammered. I guess it could be relevant to kind of building out some of her interests and stuff. Esther Carrington. Oh, okay, so she's got her birthday on Valentine's Day. Happy birthday, honey. So good to have you back. To mark the occasion, we decided to update your profile on our family page. I hope you like it. CarringtonFamily.tna. Welcome to our website. A man walks into a bar and meets the girl of his dreams. They marry, settle down, and have 4 daughters. We are the Carringtons. Yeah, happy birthday for me as well. Have a good one. No, that's it? 2 people? Her mom and, like, Amanda Hines? Okay. Now, she doesn't post between December 19th, 2016 and March 3rd, 2017. But the timelines where we're kind of, things are weird is like the second half of 2016. So let's take a look. Nobody took notice, nobody cares, nobody. What did Harry do this time? Geez, as much as I like him, you really need to ditch him. Maybe people would care if you would be, I don't know, less enigmatic. So was she dating this Harrison then? What did Harry do this time? It's gotta be. Okay, September 19th. That's, you know, that's in the time frame. 1 week left until I have to enter my thesis at Abraham's course, and then it's goodbye, Stellan. I'm a bit scared of the huge gaping hole this is going to leave behind. Hines says, girl, you're gonna manage. I know it's a scary thought at first, but we'll stay in touch no matter what. Hear me? Thank you, Amanda. I feel much better already. We definitely keep in touch. Now here, July 25th again. So this is like when everything kind of started to go down. This drives me outright mad. Even though Cassandra and I just got to know each other at the protests at Freedom Plaza, she stood up for me regardless. This woman is a heroine, not a terrorist. Oh, okay. So she put this out publicly that she was standing up for her. And that was the first place they met? That's, okay, that's why she only started showing up on the timeline afterwards. Okay, makes sense now. And we've read this before. Yeah, we've read this. If one pisses off the government, this is Rick Denton, whoever this is, one must expect them to respond accordingly. Action causes reaction, that simple-mindedness, rolls eyes. Also, this doesn't sound like the Juliet I know. You wouldn't even accept the duty of being the class representative when you were appointed. How come you care so much about politics now? I'm not surprised you stand up for your beliefs underneath you're a strong one, but activism? Attending demonstrations, is that still you? Sometimes people change their minds. Sometimes other people help to get the right mindset, find out what you truly care about. This is about our freedom, and I know what it feels like not to be free. What would you want me to do instead? Sit at home being indifferent? Indifferent, no. I just see no use in occupying public plazas and throwing stones at poor men and women. This is democracy. We have petitions for that. And then Harrison jumps in and says, I'm so proud of you that you're capable of using the essential tool of any good slacktivist. Hell, I would like to post a really slow clapping sound, but Timelines doesn't allow it, so just frickin' imagine it if you can. Harry, while I really appreciate that you've got my back and everything, I don't think you need to intervene here. This is Rick Juliet only thing. Thank you. Huh. So she just became recently interested in politics, probably from the media class, obviously. And I think that with the timelines, it makes sense to share that. First Miss Watergate, now her. Is there some sort of brainwashing? I don't know if it would be brainwashing. It's probably just like, I imagine this guy is very passionate. He started a blog. He started Thought. He's running the media ethics class. This is like something that he's super passionate about, and some people feed off of that. So we have a link to Rosen Tech now. Let's go there. A message from the founder. When I founded Rosen Tech in '98, my vision was a simple one. There should be tailor-made software for any purpose. Who would have thought that a guy, hailing from merely an attic in his parents' home, could create the single most important software company in the nation? Certainly not me. Who would have thought that the government would take interest in the company and become its greatest stakeholder? Certainly not me again. Against my wildest expectations, but due to my sheer stubbornness, a lot of persistence, and a little bit of luck, Rosen Tech today employs that 5,106 workers and 224 successfully completed projects. And these figures keep increasing so fast that I added a live counter script to the page to keep it up to date. So what's the essence from my experience? Although I never expected it, my vision proved to be a very strong one. Now let's see what's in yours. Victor Rosen. Okay, what are your 10 commandments? We at Rosen Tech believe that outstanding quality and performance walk hand in hand with clearly defined rules. Thus, we have phrased 10 commandments that guide us in our every workday. Any vision is valuable. Have you ever thought the future should be like this or like that? How a certain problem could or should be solved? Of course you have. Do not let these ideas go to waste. They're pure gold. Pursue them. Software can solve any problem. Yes, it can. We live in a time where information is everything. We can reduce massively complex facts to pieces of bits and bytes. We then get to carefully designed algorithms to work and marvel at the results produced as our problems are suddenly undone. Embrace the client's vision. We think that our valued clients know best what's at the core of their demands and needs. Hence, it should be their vision, your grand design that guides your efforts. Open-mindedness and transparency are key. Closely connected to rule number 3, the importance to stay open-minded cannot be overstated, just as the importance of transparency in all the processes. Do not neglect or reject. Do not obfuscate. It's simple as that. Always stay in touch with the client. Whoever said ignorance is strength certainly wasn't right. There's no strength in not knowing what the client wants, so go ahead and ask, even if it's 1 or 2 times more often than necessary. Synchronous over asynchronous communication. Do not waste clients or your own time by bothering with asynchronous communication like email. It's almost always more efficient and personal to get directly in touch with one another, and it opens up the opportunity for immediate feedback or discussion. This is why we actually have no email addresses. Oh, that's cool. Think about your responsibility. Our work does not only matter to our clients and ourselves, it may also change the entirely world, literally. You should be aware of this. That much power should not be taken lightly. Number 8, fix your mistakes, learn from them. There's something healthy about mistakes, like a catharsis. Hello. That will... Isn't that her nickname? Or her alias? Where's her aliases? Catharsis. No, this is different. They will wash out your flaws one by one, provided that we notice and revert them. This is why we always let each piece of code be reviewed by our specialized review task force. Work here and now. People tend to discuss what could be and what could have been. While it is important to remember the past and even more important to have visions of the future, the present is the time that really matters because this is where the work must be done. Number 10, you can do better. No matter what you can do, you can get better at it. You continuously learn and improve yourself, never stop working, strive for perfection. All right, pretty regimented. And then to get in touch, following the 6th commandment, we rely heavily on communication and collaboration with you. We'd like you to call us directly so we can easily discuss your needs. Our vision shaping team is ready at any time to form a software that fulfills your needs. Please call Rami French, head of vision shaping. Or are you from the press? Our PR team will gladly answer all your questions. Please talk to Maria Harper. Or a friendly substitute, Juliet Carrington. Oh. Okay, so this is her phone number now. Absolutely. Good work. The listener will also track incoming, outgoing telephone calls of numbers you've added. That's convenient. She's got a call happening right now. Oh, cool. How may I be of service? Hello, Juliet Carrington. This is Esther. You sound so official at work. Oh, hi, Mom. Is this important? You know, I can't take personal calls while I'm at work. I just wanted to check in, make sure that you're home for dinner tonight. Actually, I'm heading out with some friends from work. Time for some bon ton clubbing. Honey, please don't. On the news, they said it wouldn't be advisable, or it'd be advisable to avoid public places. They expect another bombing. Mom, I get that you're worried, but I can't just sit at home with you every night of the week. It's exactly what those terrorists want us to do. Avoid public life. We can't give up our freedom like that. Honey, please. You won't have much freedom left if you're dead. Mom, I won't die. How can you be so sure about that? Jesus. I could just as easily be hit by a car on my way home to your lovely dinner. Don't say that. Just think, this ridiculous group has gotten you into nothing but trouble. What were they called? Alright, geez, Mom. I'm gonna think about it, okay? Thank you, honey. Mom, I'm sorry. But I really have to go now if I don't want Victor Rosen to personally fire me. I have to go. Sorry. Love you. Bye. Okay. So she reports to Victor Rosen. That should be obvious. Heading out with friends. Yeah, this is all important. So we know where she lives. Now to find her parents' address, which we'll look for. We know what her plans are tonight, which we're going to upload. We'll keep an eye there, I guess. It's Friday, Miss Carrington plans to go out tonight in Bonton. That information would normally be innocuous, but we know that she actively dislikes going out. People are truly creatures of habit. Maybe she really does want to go out, but this seems a little odd. What is she really doing? That's true, because she did say before, like, I don't like going out at night. It's not really my thing. But again, she's going out clubbing, which is not really her thing, admittedly. So maybe it's a cover for something, just to tell her parents. And then we know that she reports to Victor Rosen, so we can just build out that relationship. Okay. So now, Juliet's timeline has an update. What are we missing in here? What am I missing in Juliet's timeline? I don't think I'm missing anything. We've already submitted the data here. Oh, the website we can click on now. Because, that's right. So we know she lives with her parents. So here we go. A man walks into a bar, meets the girl of his dreams. They marry, settle down, and have 4 daughters. What may sound like the beginning of a cheap joke or some kind of pulp fiction is in fact a fairy tale come true. When John met Esther, they immediately knew it was love. So it was no wonder that only a year later they got married in a small chapel near Lake Springwell. At the same time, they began to build a house in Malloy Court, a cozy little spot in Farview. So now we know where she lives, which would serve as the very foundation up for their family, in which they still inhabit to the day, happily ever after, so to speak. In 1985, their first daughter, April, was born. Little did they know there were 3 more to follow. So she works at Farview Elementary. April 1st, 85. Firstborn daughter of the Carrington family. As you might have guessed already, her name is not a coincidence. The month of her birth. When the little girl decided to be born on the 1st of April instead of March, the March date the doctors had calculated, John and Esther spontaneously decided to name her daughter in tribute. Now fully grown and independent, April's married to Roy McIntyre. May Carrington. Wait, what? April, May, but born in November. It's always been crystal clear that May would found her own company one day, and in 2012, that's exactly what happened. With a little help by some friends and her caring parents, she managed to create the today well-known clothing startup McCloth with more than a dozen employees. She likes going out with friends. June. Okay, wait, what? April, May, June. Oh, and then July. That's crazy. Little June was so fond of everything that had the slightest bit of technology on it. It began to worry John and Esther, but there was really nothing to be concerned about. June has proven to be a one-of-a-kind engineer, and now the Bonton Machine Works company is profiting greatly from that fact. And then Juliet. Holy, we know everything about her now. Since the nestling of the family showed up a little bit unexpectedly, the parents, Jonathan and Esther, decided that they would end the strictness of the naming pattern her sisters had followed in favor of a slight aberration. Juliet, July, learned to play guitar, even developed the plan to become a professional musician in a band. However, she decided to end her band career once she was single again, and focused on her studies of media economy at Stellan University instead. Okay, so this is conflicting with something that we don't know yet, so we're definitely not going to upload that. We have a more clear birth date now. February 14th. Even though we saw that on her timeline, I don't know why we couldn't upload it then. I guess because we didn't have a clear definition of the year, so that wouldn't technically qualify as a date of birth. The fact that her favorite food is banana nut muffins, I'm not gonna upload. Plays the guitar. Favorite color is red. Could be some interesting stuff in the books, maybe. Some references that we maybe stumble on. You never really understand a person until you consider things from his point of view. Until you climb inside his skin and walk around in it. Harper Lee, To Kill a Mockingbird. I actually read that one. Great book. Yeah, good job, Simons. So we know who her parents are. And we know she studied at Stellan. But I want to figure out more about this band situation. Okay, let's check Harrison's timeline. So this is probably where we're going to find out more about their relationship, I imagine. Let's upload his photo here. He's a quote-unquote media punk. They all like this band, the Targets, the Cash. He's deleting posts. Okay, this is interesting. I'm gonna actually take a break here. When we come back, we'll investigate Harrison a little bit closer and see where this leads us. But, I mean, so far, there are some red flags, but I'd say they're more like maroon or burgundy flags. They're not like, holy hell, this is crazy for Juliet. But Harrison, we'll have to see. We'll have to look into it. He's been redacting a lot of stuff on his timeline, it sounds like. He just says media punk, no birth date, place of residence, or interests added. So who knows where this is going to go. But stay tuned. Never fear. We're going to get to the bottom of it. Wish me luck, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.